Hello, all. I hope you had a good day. I finished my fourth day in a row. I got in my car. I was just like so freaking depleted. Like my body, not my energy, but my body. My body can't, oh, my back just did that. My body can't keep up with my energy. I'll tell you that sometimes. I can resonate with people that as they get older, it's like you got a sharp as a whip mind, right? But your body, especially when you got people messing with it energetically, spiritually, holistically, right? And so they definitely got some good work out of me these last 4 days, though. For some pennies, they did indeed. You're welcome. You're welcome. Not to mention the amount of traffic that came in. Woo-wee. I swear, they did indeed. That's gonna go down a little notches though, because I'm going into another job. So that sucks for you, huh? Sure does. Wonder how those sales go. We shall see. That said, it came to me on my way home. You know, my little community, man. My little community. It's a trip. To live in my little community. Particularly for me, but for those in the community, you know, it's one of those things. And it's like, in different ways, my little community has become a stage, you know, and I'm pretty sure you probably can resonate with this in your little communities. Like, you have your different geographical areas in your community where it's more of the, you know, the upper class, middle class, and the poverty areas, right? And so it's just comical to take over in different instances where you can see where the loss of humility, we're losing humility and humbleness within the communities. And that's nationwide. I mean, you go and you travel and you can see it in any community you go to, because it's nationwide. There's not enough people in this world that haven't equated money to their value in sense of selling their soul to those that walk with integrity and purpose. And so because you have the scales that aren't balanced, you see what's happening on the top stage. And it's just one of those things. You know, you just have to figure out the duality in you and what's important. And it's just so frustrating to me in different ways, the projection and the deflection that I see outside with people and their mannerisms, their looks, how they speak to people. And I'm not just talking about to me, I'm talking about to my coworkers. I see them speaking to each other. Like, some husband and wife's interactions just blow my mind. I'm just like, wow, there's no respect. None. And it's crazy. It's crazy to see. It really is. But then on the flip side of the coin, they get mad and they judge and they talk badly or treat other people poorly because they're not happy in their own lives, right? And they're not happy in their own lives because they haven't found purpose. They don't walk with integrity. They don't walk with humility and humbleness. Like, I was talking to a coworker that has also went through a spiritual awakening, and she's like the same thing with me. Like, it's so hard sometimes seeing some of the stuff that I see flying and buying, because it's stuff that you don't need. People look for instant gratification buying things that they don't need. Whereas for me, I get instant gratification in human experience, acts of service, acts of kindness, making people laugh, paying a compliment, right? Like, those are things that are important to me. That validates me, not going and buying things that I don't need, right? And because I walk different, because I feel different, because I have a different, you know, energy and aura about me. It pisses a lot of people off, but I'm trying to help people find their energy and aura within them to where they don't project. You're only being the only detriment to your unhappiness is you and the choices you make. Nobody else is the reason to your unhappiness. You are. I had to face that too. Every beacon of my life, I was unhappy because of choices that I did, what I allowed, and how I allowed people to treat me. Right? And how I allowed the world to condition my mind to think, which in then return was my actions, what I poured out into the world, right? And so I had to walk through all these things too, and it's freaking hard. But once you get to the other side, you live such a peaceful life, and it's happy, and you just are. You literally walk heaven on earth. And so many people get so upset at other people, and you getting upset with other people and based off the light they carry, how they are, this and that, creating fake profiles, being obsessive, trying to take somebody down just because you say so and whatever you say goes. And yet you're the reason that you're living in the situation you're in, filled with unhappiness, jealousy, bitterness, angry. You are, not me, you. I'm just mirroring what you feel. And I had to face that too. It was nobody outside of me. They were mirroring how I felt about myself. And now I feel great about myself. I love myself. So nobody outside of me mirrors me. And if I do find myself in a situation where somebody outside of me makes me feel a certain way, they get moved to the side. I love them from afar. I throw them Hail Marys, right? And that's just how the cookie crumbles. And it should be the same way in your life. It really should. Like, it's so hard for me because I live, when it comes to my previous connection, like that's so much waged, and it's like one of those things, like it's so much used against me, and I get so sick of it. I really do. It sucks because yes, of course I think and I miss and I, yearn, but at the end of the day, like my inner knowing that I've given everything I possibly can to that connection is enough for me to keep moving forward. You know what I mean? And still loving unconditionally from afar and always wanting the best, whether it's with me, with whoever. And that's for every facet and person of my life in the past. I don't wish any ill will. I don't think negatively about anybody. I really don't. These are thoughts that do not cross my mind. And I'm being completely transparent and honest with you. And because these types of thoughts don't cross my mind, I look and feel the way that I do. I respond the way that I do. And I carry the light that I carry. And I'm trying to help you get to that place. I don't know what, my dog's going crazy. No telling. I'm going to have to make another video about this, but you have to come to a duality within yourself. Like, even though you yearn for things, even though you miss things, even though you miss people, you miss interactions with people, right? You have to really come to a duality within you and ask yourself how you felt when those people were around. There's always room for growth. There's always room for healing. If two people heal and they come together and they recognize the different things within the relationship, friendship, marriage, where it was their fault and vice versa and this and that, and they come to a common ground and a compromise, then absolutely, I'm here for it, right? But when it comes to going back and constantly just wanting to seek that validation from things of your past, when you know that you've done everything you possibly can into a relationship, a friendship, and it's a one-way street, right? Nobody's reaching out, nobody's talking to me, and so here we are. And so I'm on my beating path forward. But it doesn't mean I don't miss and love. Of course I do. I will always miss and love.